And the quarterfinals are now over, and with them being over, you know what that means? It's time to review the predictions we made for the quarterfinals before they happened. So let's get right into it. So first we have Spain versus Germany. And let's see what I had to say about this game. Let's just get into the first game, which is Spain versus Germany. And we're already starting off very strong here. This is basically the final, because if we're being honest, whoever wins this game is very, very likely to win the whole competition. Both teams, both Germany and Spain, have been phenomenal this competition. Spain have really looked complete this entire competition. They haven't really looked off. Maybe a little in Georgia, maybe they're a little bit susceptible to a quick counter attack, but other than that, they're mostly keeping the ball, so a counter attack isn't really much to worry about, especially since Georgia, they only scored one and it was an own goal. Spain still yet to have another team score against them, because the only goal that we have conceded has been an own goal. But Germany looking incredible. Spain are known for their midfield, and we're going up against a team that arguably have a better midfield, with the likes of Musiala and Gundogan in there. They could be a real threat against us. But Spain's firepower on their wings, and having Morata, who's ever present for Spain down the middle, is what's making me lean into Spain. Also, delusion is also what's leading me towards Spain. We're winning the Euros. We're absolutely winning the Euros. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Spain. Historically, it's always a low scoring match. In the World Cup, it was 1-1. In 2010 World Cup, 1-0. I think in the Euros as well, 2012 and 2008, the one we won, also 1-0. And I'm going to go 1-0 Spain. And I'm going to say it's a goal for Nico. I think Nico Williams will score another goal. He's been so good this tournament. So let's say he scores another. Well, Nico Williams scored neither goals, but it is a correct prediction. If you don't remember what the point system, the correct prediction is +2. And it's also a correct goal deficit, which is +1. So 3 points total there. Just want to say, delusion has worked for me there. Delusion has worked for me there, because we have come away with a win, snatched it right at the depth, and we were very, very good. Very good down the wings. As I said, Lamine Yamal with another assist. Dani Olmo was not an element in this game I was expecting. Without him, we've lost 1-0, because he got in a goal, he got an assist, and I didn't tip him to do anything. Didn't talk about him in the slightest, but he's been playing off the bench, so why would you expect me to? But he's been phenomenal, and I'm excited to see what he does in future games. Still, it's a good prediction there. I've got that one right. That is a tough game to get right, but I've mostly given into it through delusion, through wanting my team to win, really, there. But we've come away with the win. It's 2-1 in the end, so let's see what's next. Well, next is Portugal versus France, and let's see what I had to say there. Next is Portugal versus France, and both of these teams have looked weak, especially in the round of 16s. Both of these teams have had a horrible round of 16. France still yet to score a non-penalty goal, and Portugal weren't able to score a goal in their last 2 games, losing 2-0 and winning on penalties after a 0-0 draw. Ronaldo continues to start and has been woeful, gets chance after chance after chance, and doesn't put a single one away. And France still have Mbappe there. They still have a lot of firepower there. They've got Theo Hernandez at left back. So I just think France will win. But again, I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game. I think I'm debating between a 0-0 and France win on penalties, and a 1-1 maybe a 1-0. Diogo Costa has proven to be a very good pen keeper, and Portugal have some good penalty players. I think in the end here, I'm going to go for another France 1-0 win. Do I go for an own goal again or a pen? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mbappe penalty. I'm gonna go with an Mbappe penalty, maybe late on, like 88th minute. Pepe's put on double-footed like Mbappe or something while he's dribbling through, and Mbappe tucks home the penalty and sends France through to the semis. Well, it wasn't a 1-0 win. It was a 0-0, which was my first thought, and I didn't go with it. I really should have gone with it. My first thought was 0-0 France penalty win, and I really should have gone with it. But I didn't go with it, and, well, it's a correct prediction, but like last time, I got a prediction right, I got the outcome right, but it was a draw, and it went to penalties, so I'm going to stick with that, and say it's just 1 point here. Mbappe, still, France have done it. They've got to the semis without scoring a goal in open play, and it's ridiculous. Ronaldo still no goal from him, and in the end, no goal from Ronaldo in this entire competition. He wasn't very good. He was very poor. Pepe did say he might give away the penalty. He was actually pretty decent there. He managed to outpace someone. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, France are through. It's 1 point from that prediction. On to the next, and it will be England versus Switzerland. Let's see what I had to say here. Next here is England versus Switzerland, and for me, there's one clear winner. England have been so unconvincing. They have been so terrible. This entire tournament, they have scored, in 90 minutes, they have scored 3 goals. They have been so ridiculously unclinical. So ridiculously unclinical. For that reason, I think I have to go with the Switzerland win, because they have been quietly very good this tournament. They beat the reigning champions Italy, eased past them, easy 2-0, almost shocked the hosts if it wasn't for a Füllkrug last minute equaliser. Did struggle against Scotland. Will say they did struggle. They did struggle against Scotland, who were terrible. What was it, 1-1? I believe it was a 1-1 draw. Eased past Hungary as well. And I think that one blip, that was just a blip. And I think they're gonna emerge victorious here against England. With how England play, with how defensive they play, I think they won't be able to get many past them. So I'm going to go with a 1-0 win and a goal from Vargas. I'm going to go with a goal from Vargas, who obviously had a phenomenal game against Italy. Goal and assist there. So I'm going to go with him scoring the goal to send Switzerland through to the semis. Well, very close to getting the scoreline right here, but it is completely it's a wrong winner. Just like how I give myself less points for correcting the correct team to go through, but through penalties, I'm going to deduct less from me. Instead of a -5, I'm going to go with a -3 here. -3 points from me. But yeah, Switzerland so close here, but Bukayo Saka put it in. England, again, not very clinical still. They've had to score from outside the box. They're not doing very well, and they just came alive after Switzerland scored. They just bunch of energy onto the pitch, but really nothing before that, and they just exploded into the game after that. And they weren't very good for the Switzerland goal. Really should have dealt with it a lot better, like I said in the roundup video. On to what I said in it for Netherlands versus Turkey. And the final quarterfinal, it is the Netherlands versus Turkey. And I have doubted Turkey time and time again. I had them finishing 4th in their group. I had them getting battered by Austria. And somehow they're still in this tournament. But I'm going to underestimate them again. I can't see them becoming a semi-finalist. I can't see it. I'm sorry, Turkish people. I'm not seeing it. But I still think this is going to be a thriller of a game. I think maybe it's going to be toe-to-toe. One goal, another goal from the other team, pegging each other back. And I think I'm going to go with 3-2 to the Netherlands. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because Turkey, they score goals, okay? It's evident they can just score goals. They have scored in every game so far of the competition. 1 against Portugal, 3 against Georgia, and 2 against the Czech Republic, and 2 against Austria. So I think they'll score 2 again. I think Turkey's 2 goals will be scored by Arda Güler and Demiral. And then the Netherlands goals, I'm going to go with Marlon goal, Gakpo brace. That's what I'm going with. 3-2 to the Netherlands. Because I think the Netherlands as well, I haven't mentioned them, but they have been okay. They shine sometimes. They were very good against Romania. They were very nice against Romania. 3-0. They were able to beat Poland. That was a nice win against Poland. Draw with France. Did lose against Austria. Austria looked very nice in that game. Looked phenomenal. And somehow was shocked by Turkey. And they've got a lot of quality. They've got very, very good defensively. They've got Van Dijk, they've got De Ligt, they've got Van de Ven. It's just a good defense. It's a very good defense, and they have a very nice attack as well. With Cody Gakpo up there, Depay and Marlon, they can be a serious threat. Well, first thing I want to say, Demiral was actually suspended for this game and would have been suspended for the next game, but I only saw that after I'd made the video. So, bad for me, that could have never happened. Güler didn't score. It was 2-1, correct outcome, correct goal deficit. It's 3 points there. And, well, I say Turkey would score goals. They scored 1. And I did say the Netherlands are good defensively. They were great defensively with Van de Ven and Van Dijk and Verbruggen as well, who I didn't mention. Very, very good there. I didn't get any goal scorer right. Don't think I would have... you never really can guess an own goal. I mean, there's been a lot of own goals in this tournament, but I thought we were done with that nonsense. But no, another own goal and De Vrij to score. Didn't see that coming. But I was right to underestimate Turkey again, because I couldn't see them becoming semi-finalists, and neither could they, because they came out here. But they gave it their all this tournament. I think they can be very, very proud with how it went. Going out in the quarterfinals, it's more than anyone expected them. They can be very proud with that. And that there concludes my review of my quarterfinal predictions. If you enjoyed seeing me doing pretty well there, then leave a like. If you're new, leave a sub. My final score is right here. Let's see if it's I think it's a decent score. I don't know. I haven't done the counting, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty nice predictions. Again, only one prediction wrong, and it was through penalties. So pretty solid predictions all round. But with that, that's it from me. I'll see you with my semi-final predictions tomorrow. See ya.